employees was messing around with employees there. What's up, Empress Beauty Gang? It's your girl E, and welcome to the life of me. As you can see by the title, I am going to be doing a story time from the job from hell, or I don't know what I'm going to name it to be exact. I just know this is a job from hell, so that might just be the title. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you tell everybody about the Empress Beauty Gang so they can become part of the gang. Make sure you make that bell shake and not by mistake. And let's get into this video. Just to give y'all a heads up, I have a little drink. I need a little drink for the story time because they just had me fucked up at this job. In this video, I am going to be giving everybody their own code name, so I am not going to be addressing anyone by their real name. Even if I do use somebody's real name, that's not that person. There's so many people like in these little mini story times I'm going to do 5 story times, like 5 mini story times, and there's a lot of people in these story times, so I'm giving them names so you guys can know who I am talking about, to be exact. The girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't. So you get it? A lot of people that I used to work with might watch this video, and I can't really go into detail about a lot of things because it involves a lot of different people's personal business, and a lot of people did confide in me at this job, so they told me like a lot of things and a lot of secrets that I am still actually holding on to. Like I don't tell anybody's business.
Boy,
if they tell me, Essence, don't tell nobody, but this, that, and the third, baby, I wasn't telling nobody. Like, I still have not told nobody. If y'all told me some business back in days, I said the name of the company. We're gonna name the company Rolling Rink, actually. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We're gonna name the Rolling Rink. That's where I used to work at. It's a Rolling Rink. We're gonna name it Rolling Rink. That's what we're gonna name it because I don't got no time for nobody. But if you used to work with me back in the Rolling Rink days, yeah, I still have not told nobody your business, so you're welcome. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first story time, so let's just a quick little background. I started working at Rolling Rink about 2014, I would say. 2014, that's when I first got my job. We're gonna call this manager Ghost because that nigga was never there. I don't know where he was at. He would work in the mornings. Y'all know who the f I'm talking about. He would work in the mornings, but after 12, that motherfucker was gone. So we're gonna name him Ghost. So Ghost did my interview, and that more, I don't know why I keep calling him a nigga. He's not a nigga. He's very much Caucasian. Ghost, he was more, it seemed like he was more nervous in my interview than I was nervous. He was like messing with his thumbs and fingers and stuff during the interview. He was just being real awkward. Like, come on now. But I got the job, to say the least. They liked me, and I live close, so it was convenient for them and me. I didn't have to get no ride. I just walked to work. So moving forward, let's say this story time I'm going to tell about Ghost, this is about probably a year or so in. So you know me, I like to have my hair done. If you don't know, like, yes, granted, my hair might have been a mess a couple times in the past. I never had perfect hair, but I would always keep my hair done when I come to work. Like, I always do my makeup, I did my eyelashes, I did my hair. And the reason why I did that is because basically at the Rolling Rink, kids can have their birthday parties there. And I was a hostess, so a bitch had to look fly, okay? I was a real Bughetto bitch. I remember Ghost one day, it was just me and him because in the daytime there wasn't a lot of people at Rolling Rink because it's just not, everybody's in school, everybody's at work, there's just nothing there. It typically, no one really comes in until about noon, and that's when schools start coming in, like to like have the little field trips and stuff. So I would work during that time because usually around this time I didn't have to go to school after 12 because I was a junior, senior, and had off periods, whatever. So I would go to work, and one day he was just like, he asked me about my hair. He was looking at my hair, and I'm just like, you know, as I'm clocking in, you know, on the little computer. Really? Anyways, I would clock in on the computer, and I just remember him staring at me like from the front desk, like, you know, I'm telling you, like, you know. So let's just say he's sitting at the window where he lets people in through the doors, and I'm already technically through the doors clocking in. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm still in like the office area clocking in. And he's staring at me. He was like, "Is your hair extensions?" I was like, "Yes, it's weave." I don't have to lie, because what the fuck? Why? What will I lie for? And he was like, "Oh, okay. My girlfriend wears extensions." Why do I care, ghost? Like, we don't even talk like that for you to be asking me about my hair. I'm like, okay. But in my head, I'm like, baby, those ain't extensions. Those is tape ins. Those is clip ins. I don't have clip ins. Me and your girlfriend, we're nothing alike. Just to make that clear. After he said that, I was just like awkward, like, don't ask me about my hair no more. Like, this is not a bonding experience. I don't understand why you gotta question me about my hair. Like, baby, this has nothing to do with you. This is you minding my black ass business. And then just another thing to kind of like on the topic of hair, on the rolling rink, on the actual rink where it's slippery at, that's where you skate at in the circle, in the circle, in the circle. So one day, I think it was raining really bad one night, and he was like, "Can you help me with the ceiling because it fell?" And I was like, okay, you know, the ceiling tile fell on the floor, and he was up there on the ladder fixing it. And this will happen all the time. And I was just seeing him mess with the tiles up there, and he was like, "You're not gonna help?" I'm like, "I'm not about to get my hair wet." And he busted out laughing so hard, like he was about to fall off the ladder, because I said it so serious. I'm like, "I'm not about to get my motherfucking hair wet. Ask them." Talking about the boys that do DJ and do the skates. I'm like, I'll sweep this shit up, but I'm not about to get up the tile and have that shit follow me. No, I don't want to get my hair wet. And I straight said that, and he just started cracking up. He's like, "Okay, Essence." And he didn't bother me after that. Now we're gonna get into the second story time. So this second story time, we're gonna call it chapter 2. Ghost was just chapter 1. So chapter 2, we're gonna talk about Karen and her boyfriend Ken. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Karen and Ken. So Karen, she started working there first. Mind you, Karen was younger than me. She was a baby Karen, okay? This bitch was a baby ass Karen. Believe it or not. I bet you, she's a baby Karen. So Karen, she thought she was just better than everybody at the roller rink. Like, this bitch thought she was the shit. She thought she was the shit because she had a motherfucking car note, and we ain't have no fucking car note. We had our parents picking us up and getting rides, and some of us had cars that was already paid for, and we just ain't have no car note. This bitch thought she was too fucking cute with this ugly ass 2-door ass car, and y'all know who I'm talking about. And we're gonna leave it at that. The incident that I want to talk about is when her boyfriend, I was about to say his real name, when her boyfriend Ken started working there. So Ken was a DJ. Karen worked up at the front. Actually, Karen used to be a hostess like I was. Like, she would make pizzas, she would give drinks. The concession person, she would do that with us, and she would be a hostess. Eventually she moved up just because we went through so many managers, y'all. Like, that's why I have so many names, because we actually just went through so many managers. But to continue, Karen, baby Karen, because she's a baby Karen right now. So baby Karen, she just thought she was a shit because she was promoted to, like, not manager, but she was like one of them people that the managers called on to, like, open the rink and to, like, basically just help take care of shit like money and clocking in and clocking out. Like she did shit like that. She was like the motherfucking teacher's pet ass bitch. That's what she was. And her boyfriend, I don't know when he started working there, like a year or two after, because I was about to say the name again. I was at Rolling Rink for like 3 years, almost 4 years. So he came in like my second or third year, like towards the end. So they were just like, Karen, you could just feel the energy and the vibe. She did not like me because my favorite manager, we're gonna call him FM. So FM used to give me like tables for like hosting. Like on the weekends, that's how I got my money and my tips. Like I used to host birthday parties, and I used to work 3 sessions. 3 sessions is 6 hours. So typically I will get like maybe 6 to 7, 6 to 8 parties within those hours, because sometimes I used to do 3 tables at one time. But that's beside the point. Baby Karen, I don't know what the fuck her problem was, but she was always mad at me when my favorite manager, FM, would just let me pick my tables and be like, pick your tables, whoever you want to pick your tables where you want to be at today. And I don't know, she just always had a fucking attitude. Like, bitch, what is wrong with you? Like, this has nothing to do with you. And it made sense because one day, Ken, her boyfriend, we were talking up at the front and I was getting ready to clock out, or I was getting ready to go home or something. And he came up to me and we was just talking, having a good conversation, like a regular conversation. And then as soon as our conversation ended, he was like, Essence, you know what? You are really cool. I don't even know why we were being mean to you.
Wait a damn minute.
And he skated the fuck off.
Hey,
bitch, be mean to who? Who the fuck was y'all being mean to? Because I wasn't the type of bitch where you could bully. Everybody thought I was mean. So I'm like, who the fuck are you bullying? You ain't bully shit. Y'all might have been talking about me. Now that's what the fuck you told on yourself, because y'all was talking about me. I don't know what the fuck y'all was talking about me for, but bitch, Karen and Ken can get their ass whooped, period. That's how I was thinking. I was like, these motherfuckers be talking about me. So that's the end of chapter 2. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to go through this really quick because I don't want this video to be very long. I'm just trying to drop like little stuff here and there. So let me tell y'all what these did to me. This is one that like I should have went off on, but I didn't go off on. So this is chapter number 3. Let's just call it chapter 3. So me and this co-worker DJ was so cool. We gonna call him DJ because he was the real life DJ. This is my favorite DJ out of everybody. I fucked all them other DJs. This DJ was my favorite. So I had a lot of favorites in there, but this DJ was my favorite. I don't remember if this was like an all night or if this was like a adult like roller skate or whatever night, but he was there, and I you know what, I believe it was probably adult skate because that's usually when he would beat the DJ. So yeah, we gonna call it the adult night or whatever. So I'm in the concession place in the concession area by myself, and basically at this time of night I'm cleaning. So basically I'm tearing everything down, pulling everything out, wiping everything down, cleaning, sanitizing everything. And if usually the adults don't really come up for food. I mean, they might come up for nachos, or they might come up for a pretzel or a drink or something like that. They really don't come up for pizza. So I was just basically cleaning everything, get ready for the night to end. And the police is there because, you know, the police is there on adult nights just to make sure everything goes smoothly, make sure everything is right. So little did I know, these police officers was taking pictures of me and they were taking pictures of DJ. And at this time, I just didn't think nothing of it because they're always over if y'all know, there's like a ledge right behind the concession stand, and they would stand there and they would talk to me and they was cool as fuck. But I didn't know that these bitches was taking pictures of me. So they was taking pictures of me and they was taking pictures of DJ. So at the end, I think at the end of the session or something like that, we're gonna call these two managers my FM favorite manager and Bell Pepper, because he had a big ass motherfucking nose, bitch. He thought he was cool, but now that I think about it, I don't like Bell Pepper. Fuck Bell Pepper, big ass nose bitch. Basically at the end of the session, they I don't know how this came about, but they came up to me and DJ and it was like, you know, the police officers was taking pictures of y'all. I'm like, what the fuck they taking pictures of me and DJ looking at each other like, why are they taking pictures of us for? And to let you know, DJ is African American, like me, okay? So and the cops are Caucasian, yes they are, and I'm like, why are they taking pictures of us for? And they were like, basically they thought you and DJ went to Target that's up the street and was stealing or stole somebody's credit card. And I'm like, they thought we stole somebody's credit card. I'm like, and at this time I'm a minor, so I'm like, I don't even know if they're supposed to be taking pictures of me. I don't know if they're supposed to be like, they didn't question me. I didn't know nothing. They didn't say nothing to me, but I think they've been watching us for like a couple of weeks because me and DJ would always work all night, and I was just like, why the fuck are they taking pictures of us? And to figure it out, just to say, yeah, and I guess, I don't know if the managers told us, like, no, that's not them, but this lady, y'all, she looked nothing like me. She was like, okay, granted, I was tall and I was thick, I was big, like, not big, but this lady was really round. You could see her stomach. She looked like she had a couple kids. I didn't have, like, I mean, yes, I'm big, but my stomach wasn't showing. I don't wear tight shit, and I don't wear no fucking hat. I don't wear no hat, I don't wear no sunglasses because I'm blind and my fucking head is big. What the fuck do I look like wearing a hat? And just to let y'all know, Bell Pepper was actually thinking that this shit was funny. He was like, well, that looked like you to me. And the man, I don't even know what the man looked like, but that was definitely not fucking DJ, period. So I'm just like, they just in here profiling us and looking at us and basically like scoping us out while we working. And I'm like, I'm in motherfucking high school and DJ is in college, I think, at this time. Yes, he's in college. And what the fuck we look like stealing somebody's motherfucking credit card information, bitch? Ugh. Like, that makes me so mad because I'm just like, what the fuck, and y'all in here talking to us? Like, get the fuck out my face, period. We're gonna call this chapter 4. So, okay, so chapter 4, there was this meeting that occurred. I don't know who was all in this meeting, for real. I really don't know. This information was told to me, so if I'm not telling it correctly, my bad. This is just how I am remembering it. So there was this meeting that occurred. It was the owner of the company, all of the managers, I guess hockey people was there too that do hockey. And I guess they had this meeting just for how to keep up with the roller rink and what to do better. And the owner referred to me as the big black girl, period. That's what he referred to me as. He did not ask, and I know this for sure because I know somebody that was in there. I know multiple people that was in there. He referred to me as the big black girl, period. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That bitch is racist. I don't give a fuck. And there's so many reasons why I could say he's racist, and I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, he's racist as fuck. And yeah, but he was like, the big black girl, I want her to work the front. Basically, work the front, letting people in, stamping people's hands, taking their money. And they basically did this because they wanted more black people to be presented at the front so they can get more black people in, period. End of fucking story. I didn't like that shit. Opened up a case. Into that. I don't really want to talk about it because it involves other people, and the case, I can let y'all know the case. I never went through with the case just because of personal reasons and different reasons. No, that bitch didn't scare me into nothing. He did not. But he tried to. He tried to. He was like, you know, so the bus driver, I don't know how, I was going to say his real name. So the bus driver that helps us pick up the kids, he was like, yeah, you know, bus driver, he's a lawyer and da-da-da-da-da. And he was basically trying to use a scare tactic. I'm like, bitch, you must not know me. I got lawyers in my fucking family. So don't fucking play with me, period. But there's so many things about that story. I really just don't want to get into it. But yes, I did open up a motherfucking case on them. But we're gonna leave that alone. After I opened the case, I continued to work there because they couldn't fire me. They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't retaliate or nothing. So there's reasons why I opened up a case against Roller Rink. And we're just gonna leave it at that. Hey y'all, so this is the last story time. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I don't want my phone to stop. Story number 5. This was like, I was getting really fed up with this job at this point, y'all. Like, this is when I quit, actually. So one day I was working. This was a really, really long and hard day, and I was hosting birthday parties. I was getting my tips. I was, you know, doing birthday parties, boom, 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 boom. And basically, I would give, so these are 2 newish managers that was towards the end of my working career at Roller Rink. We're gonna call them Thing 1, Thing 2. Thing 1 is more known as Rah Rah, because his mouth was rah rah and his teeth was fucked, okay? That's why I called him Rah Rah, because his mouth looked like a motherfucking monster. So we're gonna call Rah Rah Thing 1 and Dum Dum Thing 2, because he was dumb as fuck. He was just, they were dumb. So I would give them attitude. Every time they did something, like, they would piss me off. They would change my party tables, like, and they would not tell me your party is here. They would move where my parties were, and I would not know that those was my parties. And I'm like, why the fuck are, and this is exactly what happened. They moved my party tables, and I was standing there, I'm like, where the fuck are my parties at? I'm like, they said my parties are here. Where is my parties at? And they were like, oh, we moved them over there. I was like, y'all could have told me, because it's past like 20 minutes and I haven't even greeted my birthday parents yet. I haven't even greeted the parents yet. I didn't get no drinks. I didn't get what kind of pizzas that they wanted. I didn't get shit because they did not communicate that they moved my fucking tables. Period. So I had a whole attitude with them, and that day, CEO, so the owner of the company, CEO, we're gonna call him CEO, and we're gonna call his wife CEO Wifey. So Wifey came in. Wifey, they come in like once in a blue moon, like once every other month or 3 months, or whenever the fuck they felt like popping up. This is the day they felt like popping up. So Wifey is there, not CEO. And I gave them attitude, and I guess they told Miss Wifey that I was giving them attitude, and they was being complete bitches. Like, don't be no bitch ass. Come on, get your shit together. So they told Wifey, and Wifey brought me back like during my second shift, like during the second hour. So I think the sessions are 2 hours. So yeah, so I like on the 4th hour of me working there, she brought me to the back. She was like, so what's going on? I heard from thing 1 and thing 2 that you were giving them attitude. And I explained to her, I was like, they moved my party tables without telling me. They don't communicate nothing, and they always trying to run somebody, and they're not doing their job right. Basically, that's basically what I was explaining to her. And she was just like, oh, well, you know, we don't want you having an attitude. We want you to be good, and da-da-da-da-da. And then I'm just like, and I'm getting frustrated. And y'all, when I get mad, I start tearing up. This bitch did not make me cry just because I was sad or whatever. Bitch, you don't know who the fuck I am. You don't know me. You don't know me. And I'm just like, and I can't really, because I'm telling her what's going on, and I'm just getting frustrated. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get out this office. And she seen me crying, and she thought I was crying because, like, I don't know why she thought I was crying, but I'm crying. It's not like boo-hoo crying. It's like tears is building up because of bitch. I'm mad because y'all want to snitch on me. After we had our conversation, she was like, I don't want you crying. I don't want you to have no attitude, whatever, whatever. And I'm just like, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you and this fucking job. That's what I really wanted to say. And then she was like, do you want a hug? Can I give you a hug? Can I hug you?
Boy,
bitch, don't touch me. No, you can't hug me. The fuck? And I was like, no, you can't hug me. I was like, no, I don't want no hug. And she's like, okay. And she was like, you can go back to work. I was like, okay. And so I went like that, bitch. And I walked out, and I went to go do my other tables. So after my whole shift, y'all, they were like, thing 1 and thing 2. So Wifey left at the end of my shift. She was gone. She was nowhere to be found after that. And thing 1, thing 2, they were like, Essence, when you clock out, can you come back here and we're gonna give you your tips. I was like, okay. So they gave me my tips, because we get your tips at the end of the session, whatever. I probably had like $75 to $100 in tips. I'm gonna do a story time on the money part of that. But I used to get money, and I left with like $75 to $100 that day too. And they were like, yeah, so CEO Wifey was saying that she wants us to give you to write you up because of your attitude. And I said, write me up? And you know what? They called me back there. So I was like, they were in the office, and I was like in the doorway. So I wasn't even completely in the office. I just kind of like, I was like this, like looking at the doorway. I'm like, I could see what they got on the desk. And they were like, yeah, so CEO Wifey, she wants us to write you up because of your attitude. I was like, write me up? They were like, yeah, this, and that, and we just need you to sign right here. I was like, y'all wasting paper and y'all wasting my fucking time. I'm not signing that shit. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And I walked the fuck out. That's what the fuck I did. Period. And I think I had my cousins and my sisters there at one point. They were waiting for me to clock out. They were skating. And I walked out from the front, and I was like, okay, y'all, let's go. And I left. Bitch, y'all ain't about to write me up. Write me up for what? Because you bitches fucked up? Like, no, I'm not about to write not about to sign shit. Y'all got me fucked up. And at this time, I was working in the front, so I had a key to the place. I had a key to the whole rolling rink. Like, I opened for them. I turned on the lights. I disalarmed the alarms. I basically set up shop for them. Like, I didn't have no title in being in the front or working up there with the managers, but I had a key to that whole motherfucking rink, and y'all better be lucky I wasn't no ratchet dumbass bitch to vandalize y'all shit. Period. But that is the end of the story times, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed those. I hope y'all found some tea on those. I got some more story times if y'all want to hear some more about that stupid ass job from hell. Those bitches is racist. Yeah, I don't give a fuck I don't care what nobody say. They're racist. Those are some racist assholes. And basically, I just left and I just returned the key like about a week later, and that was the end of that. But there was so much more scandalous stuff going on. Somebody wanted to fight me there. This girl, she used to go by H-Town. So I'm gonna call her H-Town because she's like, I'm from H-Town. I'm from H-Town. Da, da, da. She would always like have an attitude with me. I don't know why she didn't like me. She said my attitude was stink and she didn't like me, and she said she would fight me. And she told the wrong ass bitch because my best friend, I ain't even gonna say her name. But my friend that used to work there, like, me and that bitch was like this. Me and that bitch was like this. She was like, you know, she said she want to fight you. I'm like, you telling the wrong bitch, because you know everybody in this motherfucking concession stand is going to tell me what the fuck you said, bitch. I will beat your ass in this motherfucking concession stand. Don't play with me. So somebody wanted to fight me. I got lied on. There was so much stuff. Tips was stolen from me before. There's so many story times, y'all. There was rats there, crazy rats everywhere. They were like, it was just disgusting. I got so many. I'm gonna do another story time about that. But there was the managers was employees was messing around with employees there. I don't even know what to say. Like, there was this one manager. I ain't even gonna. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna shut up. That ain't none of my business to be telling. But if y'all enjoyed this story time, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you tell everybody about the Empress Beauty Gang so they can become part of the gang. Make sure you make that bell shake and not by mistake. And if you like this story time, make sure you comment down below. I probably will be doing more of these because there's so many different cases and stories, y'all. If y'all want to know a story time, not about nobody that I like. I ain't gonna tell nobody business that I like. I'm gonna tell somebody business that I don't like. I don't give a fuck about. So if y'all want to hear that story time about a manager and then the manager, we figured out a long time ago the managers was stealing from the cash register, baby. That's a whole nother story time. But I think I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. If you like this, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tell everybody about the Empress Beauty Gang so they can become part of the gang. And I'll see y'all later. Bye, Empress Beauty Gang.